Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. For today's video, I have my January debt update. Unfortunately, the January debt update is not going to be as exciting as I originally had anticipated. I was hoping to really start out 2022 with a bang and pay off a ton of debt in this first month. But if you've been watching my kind of budget journey throughout January, you'll know that I made a pretty big error in my budget in January, and that's going to pretty much wipe out all of the money that I had planned to pay towards this card that we're currently working on, which is a city card. So I am going to make some progress on this city card, but not nearly as much as I had originally anticipated. We started out 2022 with a starting balance on the city card, which is the card I'm currently working on, of $717.07, and I was hoping that I was going to wipe out like more than half of this credit card this first month, but oops, you guys just caught a little sneak peek of my March printables. You weren't supposed to see that, but that's okay. As I was saying, I got distracted. From January, I accidentally made a double Subaru payment. Well, it wasn't, I didn't accidentally make the payment. I had to make a double Subaru payment because of the mistake I made. I paid the $400 that I had budgeted towards my Subaru card too early. The statement hadn't cut yet, so that $400 didn't go to cover my minimum payment, so I had to make an additional payment to cover that minimum payment. So rather than sending $400 to my Subaru payment like I originally anticipated, I ended up sending $786.91. So technically that was, you know, like $380 that I would have been able to put towards the city card, but couldn't because I had to true up that balance and, you know, make up for my mistake there. So a big chunk of the money that I had intended to put towards my city card in January had to go elsewhere. It still reduced our overall debt, but unfortunately it just, you know, isn't going to be able to reduce the city card. It is what it is. It happens. But that's why we're not going to be making as much progress on city as I wanted to. But we did still make some progress. So first of all, we did make the minimum payment on our city card, which was $35. I don't even know when that happened. Let me go back and look at my expense tracker and find out when I made that minimum payment. We're just going on a little field trip through all of my budget printables today. So city happened on the 19th. So January 19th, I paid $35. So that there reduced the budget a little bit. And that minimum payment was $35. So that would have taken our balance from $717.07 minus 35 would have taken it down to $682.07. Now, because this was my first kind of statement with a balance, I wasn't actually charged any interest. Next month, I'll obviously get hit with the interest, but for this month, there was no interest that was added, so this is my current balance, $682.07. So, you know, it is what it is. I would have loved to take that $350+ and put it towards city. That money's gone. I cannot make it reappear. But what I think I have decided to do is take some of the money that I set aside from my savings challenges in January and put that towards this debt so I can reduce it a little bit more and make some progress, because it's just really disheartening for me that I only was able to pay, you know, $35 from January for the minimum payment. So I think what I've decided to do, I'm not going to touch the money from my 50 envelope savings challenge, because I am using that money to save up for a car for my youngest son. You guys know that over the course of the next couple of years, that's a big goal of mine, to put that money away. However, some of this money I specifically had planned to put towards debt, and I think ultimately I'm going to end up putting all of this money towards debt. Just shift my priorities a little bit. Obviously, it's more important to me that I pay off debt than have savings. So I think that's what I've decided to do. It was not my initial goal, like I said. I was hoping to have the money from this 52-week savings challenge at the end of the year to put towards any kind of overspending that I do in, you know, the holiday season, because that seems to always be the case. And I might still do that. I might hold on to the 52 weeks challenge and just take this high-low temperature savings challenge money and the money from my hydrator pay challenge and put that towards debt. So let's see how much that is. And then we'll kind of decide about the 52 weeks as well. So let me just take out this. I know that the money for the hydrator pay challenge is not a lot. I ended up doing super, super well with my hydration in January, which is great. You know, that was one of my goals, but that just means, you know, $3 whole whopping dollars towards the city card is not going to make a huge amount of difference. But even so, let's just go with it. So today is actually the 26th. I'm filming this a little bit early because I want to make sure to get it out before the end of the month. So the month's not technically over. There may be some money left over at the end of my budget that I could pay towards the city card, but if that's the case, I'll just roll that money into my February update. So we're going to do $3 from the hydrator pay challenge. Not a lot. That just means I did super well with my hydration, so that's good. So $682.07 minus 3 is $679.07. And then from my high-low temperature savings challenge, I'm just going to kind of organize this money because I was just kind of shoving it in randomly. Lots of ones in here. All right, let's see how much this is. So we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. So yeah, let's go with that, $82. So this came from the high-low temp challenge. Did I say $82, you guys? I think it was 82. Let me just really quickly count it one more time. 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Okay, so then if we take that $679.07 minus 82, that's going to bring it to $597.07. And I think from my buffer, I'm just going to take the $707 and bring it down to a total of $590. Because I do have that much in my buffer that I can afford to spend. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to deposit this money I'm going to make this debt payment plus take the $707 from my buffer and bring this total balance down to $590. It's not quite what I wanted to do. I wanted to do more than that, but you know, given my mistake that I made with my Subaru payment, it's the best I can do. And it's better than nothing. It is progress. So what I'm going to do then is flip over to my credit card tracker here, and I'm going to color down to the 602 mark. I can't quite color down to 588 because we're not there yet, but we are going to make some progress with this chart here. And for January, I always like to do blues, so I have this light blue, and then I know I have another blue in here. We'll do this blue as well. And that will mark my progress for January. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in, and then we'll go ahead and update my debt tracker charts for my other credit cards as well, but probably not going to be coloring anything on those charts because I just made minimum payments on those cards. So let's go ahead then and get this colored in. We're going to color down to 602. I'm going to play some music and I will be right back. So those blues actually turned out to be very, very similar. I don't even know if you can tell on camera that they're two different colors, but there we go. That is my progress for January. Like I said, not as much as I was hoping for. You know, if we had had that extra $350 or $400, it would have been much better, but we made some progress. Progress is progress, no matter how small, so I'm happy with that. So let's go ahead and turn the page then and take a look at my Chase card. So I started out the year with $1,533.83. The minimum payment on this card is $70, which I made on, I believe it was right around the 19th as well. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. Of 70, which is going to bring our balance down to $1,463 with 83 cents. And this card is 0 interest at the moment, so that is our true balance. So I guess technically we can color this in a little bit. You guys will have to let me know if this is like incredibly tedious watching the coloring happen, especially since we're doing more than one chart, but you know, I might as well color in that line, right? So we can't quite color to 1440, but we're under 1500, so yeah, I'm gonna color in this first line. Okay, and then for our next card, which is our Ashley Furniture, I haven't written in the minimum payment here, so let me figure out what that minimum payment was really quickly. $156 was the minimum payment, and that is what I paid. Again, it was on or around the 19th. I'm just going to write in the 19th because it's not super important. We know it happened in January. And so that was 156, which should bring my balance down to $3,458.80. And we can color in just one line, which is not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Oops, look at that. Just coloring all outside the lines. That's okay. So that's Ashley. And then last but not least, I have the big one, the First Merchants Bank card. And likewise here, I didn't put in my minimum payment, so that was $58. So I definitely am not going to be able to color anything here because $58 is not going to make a dent in this at all. But that's okay. It's still progress, so we're going to document it, at least on my little debt tracker. And by the way, you can get this debt tracker worksheet. I have it available in a couple of different patterns. This particular one is my one from January. I will link it down below. It's in my Etsy shop. And the charts that I've been coloring are from debtfreecharts.com. And I will also go ahead and link that down below as well. $5,729.52. Still got a really, really long way to go here. Yeah, we can't even color down. I mean, this top line I have at 5,600 because of the way that I did it, and we're not even down that low yet. So we got a long way to go before we can color anything here, but as I said, it's still progress. So that is my debt update. Let me know what you guys think about what I decided to do in terms of kind of stealing money from my savings challenges to make some progress on the city card. I was so disheartened seeing that I couldn't pay more to it because I messed up. So this was kind of the way that I reconciled that. I just kind of stole that money from my savings, which is fine. I didn't have a specific use for that high-low temperature challenge anyway, and that $3 from Hydrator Pay was always intended to go towards debt. So really that extra $82 I was able to pay was from that savings challenge, and I'm happy with that. So that's it for my January debt update. I'm not disheartened. I was able to make some progress. I'm happy with it. Next month is bound to be better, though next month is a shorter month, so we'll have to see how February goes. Leave me a comment down below and let me know how much you were able to pay towards debt in January. I would love to hear from you. You know, if you paid $5 towards your debt, that's amazing. That is better than nothing, and we're celebrating small wins and big wins here on my channel. So I would love to celebrate you. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you did. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. That really helps out my channel here. For, you know, every extra subscriber, it's a special little boost, and I really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, all of those things help me out here. So yeah, I'm done rambling now. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.